Every day I wake up in pain. That's the baseline. Before the coffee, before the chaos, before I even get out of bed. My bones ache. My legs throb. And still, the day demands me. This is what it's like to live in a body that feels like it's constantly breaking, while trying to keep everything else from falling apart. Welcome to the glamorous, unfiltered life of a sick bitch. I'm Jess Faulkner, and this is Just Jess. A day in the life of a sick bitch. Episode 24. Time for some updates. Merch is finally dropping next week. I've got hats, I've got crop tops, I've got tees, and I've got sweatpants. Why? Because even in the middle of summer, a sick bitch wears sweats. I finally gave in and got on TikTok. Check me out at www.tiktok.com/@thejustjesspodcast. Expect chaotic energy, random rants, maybe a dance if my joints allow it. No. Follow me there and on Instagram at the.jess.faulkner. That's the.jess.faulkner. On Facebook as Just Jess and Spotify as Just Jess. We hit over 10,000 listeners on the podcast. Thank you for letting me be loud and unwell in your ears. And guess what? We haven't even dropped season 2 yet. Miss Hospice patient is still hanging on, still full of sass, and still reminding me why I do what I do. She does get to go home soon. It's been a big battle between the hospital and hospice, but I told them that no matter what happens, I'm with them to the end and beyond. I'll walk you through all my meds later in the episode, what they're supposed to do, what they actually do, and how much of my day revolves around timing pills just right so I don't implode or turn into the Tin Man. Okay, so here's some things they don't tell you about parenting with a chronic illness. The structure isn't just for the kids, it's for you too. It's survival. Here's my weekday routine. At 6 o'clock, the kids wake up. At 6:30, they're on the bus. Thank you to my husband, Josh, for wrangling them in the morning. I appreciate him handling that chaos. 7 o'clock a.m., I wake up. I have meds, I feed Evie, I have coffee, French press only. Obviously, I have standards. Then I move to my desk. Evie curls up beside me while I check podcast analytics, emails, and updates. Around lunchtime, I make myself a Mountain Dew tonic. It's Red Bull and Mountain Dew. Don't judge me, it works. Afternoon is more desk work or housework, dishes, picking up, the usual. At 2:30, the kids get off the bus. At 3 o'clock, it's snack time, followed by their responsibilities like chores, tidying up, helping around the house. After their work is done, if they want screen time, they gotta read for 30 minutes first. 5 o'clock is dinner time and no electronics. We sit at the table together. I'll usually start dinner between 4:15 and 4:30. Sometimes I start dinner hours before, depending on the dish I'm making. At 6:45, it's snack time. 7 o'clock marks the beginning of the bedtime routine. Vitamins, toothbrushing, PJs, one book per kid. Sometimes they read to each other, sometimes we pick the books. Reading matters. Hugs, kisses, and lights out by 7:30, 8 p.m., depending on how much they stall. 10:30, I crash, or earlier if my body taps out first. Sometimes I'm asleep at 8, sometimes I'm awake at 1. Now, a weekend routine is a little different. Breakfast for the kids happen around 7 or 8. Lunch is at noon, snack is at 3, dinner's at 5. Night snack is at 6:45. On Saturdays, screen time starts at 11, and on Sundays, there's no tech. We call it screen-free Sunday. They've got responsibilities too, like chores by helping around the house. And on Friday and Saturdays, Urs gets to stay up till 7:30. Once Trixie turns 6, her bedtime will shift to match, and they'll be able to stay up till 7:30 all throughout the week. It's time for a medication rundown. These are the medications I'm currently taking to keep me alive and well. Let's start with the Ojara for ET. This is my chemo. It's supposed to help control my platelet count and symptoms like fatigue and the pain I have in my legs. I do not feel like it touches either one of those, but it has lowered my numbers. And listen, it's not hydroxyurea. That shit sucked. So I'm calling it a win for now. Eliquis, or apixaban, is a blood thinner. I take it twice a day because my platelets are high, my blood loves to stick together, and throws clots like confetti. It doesn't actually thin my blood, though. It just keeps it from clumping together and killing me. So yeah, this one, life-saving. I also take baby aspirin, which is 81 milligrams, as a clot prevention. I take this at night, only one tiny little 81 milligram dose that helps prevent my platelets from sticking. No major blood clots since I started it, so that's good enough for me. Vitamin B12 for deficiency and energy. I take a fuck ton of B12, like 2,500 something. Micrograms, milligrams, no clue. It's a chewy, which is the best part, supposed to help with energy. Maybe it does, some days. NAC is for mood support. It boosts... Okay, I'm going to try to get through this. It boosts something in the brain and helps reduce mood swings and brain inflammation. My psych doctor, Dr. Cowan, prescribed it as part of my mental health support stack. I'm just doing what I'm told here. Methylfolate for neurotransmitter support. Basically, it helps my brain produce the happy chemicals, especially if you've got that MTHFR mutation. Yeah, I know. It's like folate without the conversion drama. I have a clonidine patch, which is 1 milligram. It's for anxiety and sensory triggers. It's a patch I wear that helps with the physical side of anxiety. It's helped me more than I can say. My body doesn't feel like it's in flight or fight all the time, and that's really nice. I take Ativan or lorazepam for my leg pain. I take it twice a day for my leg pain, and it works. I asked my hematologist for it because I was about to be in a wheelchair again. It was Ace's idea, and it saved my ass. Cymbalta for anxiety. I take it twice a day, and I think it's helping, but it also makes my face break out like a teenager, which sucks. Wellbutrin XL for depression and motivation. This one's my OG. I've been on it for years, and I know it works for me. Helps lift the fog without making me feel numb. Concerta for fatigue and brain fog. I don't have ADHD, but I do have cancer. This helps me stay awake, be present with my kids, and feel like I actually can function. Metoprolol for tachycardia. I take it to keep my heart from racing and skipping around. I've got a leaky valve and a heart that acts up, so this is a non-negotiable. Vraylar for bipolar support. It helps me keep my highs and lows in check. I haven't had a real bipolar depression hole in a while, and that says something. Last one is the Klonopin, or clonazepam, as needed for anxiety. This one's for the moments when I need to stay calm and collected. School events, crowded stores, I take it. It helps me stay grounded when everything's too much. And let me tell you, I've gone through a lot of different meds to get here. It took years of trial and error to land at something that feels even close to stable. So, yeah, if you think that's a lot of medicine, sure, it is. But I'm treating a lot of things. And you should never feel guilty for taking the medications you need to survive. Or hell, even to thrive. Why is surviving the bar anyways? Let's thrive. Take your meds. Time for some noteworthy news. No, all. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in God. Or wait, I don't know what I believe. But when people are doing good work in their community, I don't care who they pray to. I'll support the good. We're talking about we are talking about the First Presbyterian Church of Sumter, who is doing lots of great work, like with their backpack blessings. This mission shows up for kids in the realest way. As many as 1 in 5 kids in our school system might come home hungry. So on Friday, First Presbyterian Church delivers food-filled backpacks to 7 local elementary schools, up to 149 kids a week. Kids swap their regular backpacks for one full of food to get them through the weekend. It's quick work, 30 minutes to pack, 35 minutes to deliver, but the impact? Massive. They have an emergency shelter outreach. 2 or 3 times a month, teams from the church cook and serve meals at the local emergency shelter. They don't just show up and drop off food. They sit and play games, they share devotionals, and serve each person like they're a guest of honor. It's about dignity, connection, and giving people experiencing hardships a moment of warmth and fun. The Cinderella Shop. This one's been running for over 22 years. It's called the Cinderella Shop, and it provides free prom dresses to young women in the community. The church collects dresses, shoes, jewelry, and accessories all year and works with school counselors to reach girls who might otherwise miss out. It's not about charity. It's about joy, confidence, and giving everyone a chance to feel beautiful. It takes so little effort to give back to your community. And if you are the one in need right now, please search locally for organizations that can help with whatever you're going through. There are people out there who love you and only want the best for you. Please reach out. Time for a reality check. The daily toll. The daily toll of being a sick bitch. It's not just one pill and done, okay? I take a shit ton of meds in the morning, and then more in the middle of the day, and then more at night, and then some when I need it. I feel like I live by an alarm clock. Meds every damn day. And if I miss a dose, oh, I feel it. And don't get me started on this physical toll this takes on my body. Climbing the stairs in my house feels like a God bless Everest expedition. Sitting hurts, standing hurts. I shift positions constantly, and none of them feel good. And sure, some days I'd love to nap. I need to nap, but I can't because I'm also a mom. And being a mom doesn't pause when your body fails you. I'm in charge of keeping the house stocked with groceries. I keep the toilets clean. I wash the dishes. I refill the soaps. I remember the appointments. And somehow I'm supposed to keep everyone taken care of and also happy. There's a lot on the shoulders of a woman. And my kitchen table? That thing is a battlefield. I clean it off at least 3 times a day. Art projects, random crap, mail, snacks, more art, papers, and I still do it because that table is sacred. That's where we eat. That's where we talk. That's where we come back together after the mess. And by 8 p.m., my body's done. I can't keep my eyes open. The fatigue just crashes down. So if you're listening to this and thinking, wow, that sounds exhausting. Yeah, it is. But it's also my life. And I'm still showing up for it. Here's some resources if you need them. needymeds.org, goodrx.com, rxassist.org, NAMI, NAMI.org, openpathcollective.org, sevencups.com, crisistextline.org. Text HOME to 741-741. RAIN, RAINN, 1-800-656-HOPE, and 988, the Mental Health Crisis Line. Some of the medical and mental health information in this episode was gathered from the Mayo Clinic, National Institute of Health, GoodRx plus Needy Meds, NAMI, NAMI plus Open Path Collective. Big shout out to the First Presbyterian Church of Sumter for the work featured in our noteworthy news. And as always, credit to lived experience, hard-earned lessons, and the chronically ill baddies who keep showing up. Next week's episode, we're getting into the apocalypse, baby. Episode 25 is Parenting Through the Apocalypse, when we talk about raising kids while the world burns, or limps, or maybe just wilts. Either way, we're doing it. That's it for this week. Thanks for being here. Drink your water, take your meds, and give yourself some damn credit. I'll see you next Wednesday at 7 a.m. Until then, stay loud, stay soft, and stay alive. And don't forget, love each other. Love yourselves. I love you.